like to know where Lou Holtz is right now.
Oh, I win. Google me.
We're not hosting an intergalactic kegger down here.
I'm going to save your marriage.
Help me.
You're the expert.
I am the expert, okay?
What's that old motto you live by?
Don't take marriage advice from somebody who's never been divorced. I've been divorced, therefore, I am the expert.
Mm-hmm.
So what would you say to the person who's been married 70 years, though? Why would you say they're not an expert?
You probably have pictures of the other. They're just settling. They're settling. You settle.
Codependency. Toxic.
Codependency. Peyton, just look to me. Okay? Look to me.
Of the three, you're taking the marriage advice power rank.
Oh, my goodness.
This is so dangerous.
Peyton most wants his marriage to run like mine.
Bobby's been with Kristen the longest, so I'll use that as one.
Okay.
Tied for second with RJ and Shan. I don't know.
Yeah, wrong answer. Wrong answer to not have. You put Bobby
RJ's right.
one.
He's been divorced. So if I had problems, I would definitely go to RJ, I feel like. Wow. I think if I had problems, I'd go to RJ.
You're used to these.
So what are you saying is I was the best liar.
Right.
Because I have problems.
And Bobby, because of longevity.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Longevity with just how flippant I am. That is impressive.
I hope yours fails miserably.
So this is the final weekend without college football. Now we have a college football game the following weekend, but it's just one game. Even though it is a decent game, it's Iowa State and K-State. It's the only top 25 game of the weekend. I think that game's in Ireland. Yeah, the Aer Lingus College Football Classic.
The what?
Huh?
The Air what?
Lingus.
Oh,
stop it. I think that's an airline. I think that's the airline. I think that's the Ireland airline. Right?
That's just. I mean, it's a very cunning decision.
You guys are freaking children. I'm not even paying attention.
Did you miss this yesterday, RJ?
Oh, God, it is a Friday.
So this is really your last. You got this weekend and then part of next weekend to do anything. But I'm going to go through week to week the schedules that you have to either you could put these to the side, or as my good friend Ian Fitzsimmons would call them, holy days of obligation. Do not do anything at all. So some of these games we don't have game times yet because like college football does like 2-3 weeks out. But these are the best games of the day. There's a pocket in the afternoon. You can maybe squeeze her in for a mid-afternoon patio day, whatever. But we start August 30th at Sean's house. Got Ohio State and Texas on the inside TV, and Tennessee and Syracuse on the outside TV. Bama, Florida State, LSU, Clemson, Utah, UCLA. I mean, it's a pretty decent days. Again, there's that pocket in the afternoon where you can squeeze her in for a patio day or something like that on August 30th.
I don't hate the decision, by the way, to break up the TVs like that. Like, I know outside is part of it, but there is something poetic about the idea of, like, no, we don't even let Tennessee in the house. You guys stay outside. Well, like, I do like that.
Our mascot is a dog.
How are you going to plan that if the party starts at 1?
Yeah, when's Texas Tech playing?
Yeah, when do you do that? Let's look that up.
I forgot.
Well, I'd already responded to you, Sean. I said I would be there probably later in the evening. I have stuff going on in the afternoon.
Like what?
Other obligations.
Other ovulations?
No ovulations.
Is she pregnant?
Oh, congratulations.
Other side gigs going on that day. So,
like what?
I can't say.
Wow, that's means you're cake testing, right?
Yep.
Okay, I like it.
No, I know what that means.
September 6th, Baylor SMU at 11 a.m., Michigan OU at 6:30. So if you're not a fan of Baylor or SMU, you know, and you don't really care to watch the game, you got a free afternoon. Be home for the nightcap, Michigan, Oklahoma. That's a good game. That should be pretty good.
I mean, depending on how bad things get for Michigan today.
That's right. Oh, yeah, good point.
They are going to be announcing the Connor Stallions fallout, punishment, everything else, the NCAA.
I thought we already had the punishment.
I thought so, too. That's why I saw this yesterday.
Shamar is self-imposed?
No, that's this is going to be...
That was the self-imposed
Yeah, this is the NCAA is looking at and saying they're going to release their findings and the punishment, and so we'll get all those details today.
On the 13th, your day is free until 2:30 in the afternoon. Georgia, Tennessee at 2:30, A&M Notre Dame at 6:30, Florida LSU at 6:30. Butts and seats. Tell her to get the dip ready. Start at 2:30. But other than that,
the lip dip.
You got a free morning.
They have not scheduled times yet for Vandy, South Carolina, and Arkansas Ole Miss.
Right.
So, I mean, those could be earlier in the morning.
They could be in the morning. Keep an eye on those ones. On the 20th, you've got Auburn and Oklahoma. You have Florida, Miami, Illinois, Indiana. The battle for the Iron Skillet, SMU, TCU, Tech and Utah, Peyton. It's not the best weekend, right? It's not bad. It's not the best. It's one of those weekends to keep handy because if any of these teams stumble on early, you might get a free weekend here on the 20th.
Or if Syracuse beats Tennessee, and Syracuse plays well, if they're washing themselves a lot, Fran Brown,
right,
then them against Clemson might be a big deal.
Winners get washed. The 27th, you got LSU and Ole Miss, Oregon, Penn State, Alabama, Georgia. Now, both those later games are at 6:30. You do not want to mess with this one weekend. Take the 20th off if you have to. This is a butts and seats weekend. This could be epic. Georgia, Alabama, and Oregon, Penn State. Oregon, Penn State. That is potentially a number 1 seed elimination game.
I will be watching Oregon, Penn State, as those are on at the same time.
There you go. On the 4th, Texas, Florida. It's a tricky game for the Horns. Tough environment. Good quarterback when he's healthy. Outside of this game, you're free.
All right. Before we move on in RJ's college football planning for your football season, Johnny Manziel, speaking of Texas, was on McAfee talking about expectations for Arch.
Yeah, I think him being the 7th or 8th best in the SEC, I don't think we're going to see that. I think he's going to live somewhere in the top 3 of the SEC play when it's all said and done. I think with the people that he's had around him, the way that he was raised, the way that he's grown up, I think he's prepared for what he is getting himself into. But when it comes down to it, it is SEC football. They are going to scheme for him. They're going to be prepared for him. They know what kind of quarterback he is. So you're getting everybody's best shot. You know, you're starting off the season at the top of the board. You know who's coming for the top of the board? Everybody below you. So I have high expectations. It's tough to pick anybody that's going to walk on across the stage in New York in August. It's really hard, and it's almost better to not be the guy with the best odds going into it, because I can look back throughout the years, the odds-on favorite going into the season really hasn't ever been the winner when it's all said and done.
The odds-on favorite has never really been the winner. We'd have to go back and look at that. I'm sorry. I can't listen to anything Johnny says without just thinking of that "I'm Just a Guy" clip that came out a few weeks ago.
Oh, yeah. I'm just a guy.
I watched that 14 times, that music montage, as he was asked outside of a party, "Hey, man, how are you?" And he's like, "Johnny, what'd you ever do?"
Yeah.
He's like, "Football." He goes, "What do you do now? You like a football player?" This kid's clueless.
Was this in College Station?
I don't know. I know you're trying to win your bet.
I know.
Strict diet of blow.
And they're like, "What do you do now?" He goes, "Just a guy."
Just a guy,
"Oh, really?
man.
Just a guy?" And then it goes into the Manziel highlights.
I
Man,
will remember.
was that the song to it?
I think it was.
I don't think it was.
No? Maybe not. I could be wrong. All right, so that was Florida,
Now I'm gonna
Texas.
find it. I wouldn't have watched it that many times if it was if that was the song.
On the 4th of October. So again, outside of that game, your whole day, you can handle it with the rest of your family. On the 11th, you are not going anywhere. OU, Texas. Ohio State, Illinois.
Hey, I'm going to blast this on my computer. This is really poor radio.
Let's hear where it was.
Oh. I was, not I will. That's what it was.
Oh, God. This is such a good montage.
Yeah, it is. It's very good. On the 11th, again, OU, Texas, Ohio State, Illinois, Indiana, Oregon, Florida, A&M. All right. This may not be the holy day, but it is. You are not going anywhere. You're going to watch all these games.
South Carolina LSU's big that week, too.
South Carolina, LSU. Didn't see that one on there. All right. On the 18th, Oklahoma, South Carolina, SMU, Clemson, Tennessee, Alabama, Ole Miss, Georgia, Tech, Arizona State. This is one of those, I would like to see how things shake out the first 6 weeks. This could be epic, or it could have not much meaning. If Oklahoma loses early, if SMU loses early, if Tennessee or Alabama lose early, if Ole Miss loses, it's going to lose some luster.
Yeah.
But if it's not, if all those teams are basically undefeated, I mean, you can have a really epic weekend. 25th, another day to decide as you get closer. Ole Miss, Oklahoma, Bama, South Carolina, A&M, LSU. Right now, I'm skipping this weekend, and here's why. because on November 1st, the very following weekend, you do not move. You do not move. You have Penn State, Ohio State. You have Oklahoma, Tennessee. You have Miami, SMU. You have Indiana, Iowa State, and Arizona State. You have South Carolina, Ole Miss. You have Tech, K-State. You have Georgia, Florida. There is nothing that gets you off the couch this weekend. If your mom dies, tell her you see her on Sunday.
Bobby.
Well, I know. Yeah, I mean, I don't have to worry about that. Sean will be off of his couch that weekend. That's for sure.
You'll be in.
That is Texas Vandy.
Oh, yeah.
You'll be in Austin.
Driving Friday night, baby. My first game in Austin.
This is not, again, mom and dad both have to really perish this weekend for you to do anything. If just one of them goes, you're still
call this the Reitma Bowl.
Yeah, if you get Reitma that weekend, then you gotta leave. But if just one of your parents dies,
Reitma.
the other one can take care of things until Sunday rolls around.
Did you miss my comedy too, Bobby? Not you, Choppy. You were here.
I will miss.
He was locked in. Yeah, no, I did. It was good.
On the 8th, it's Indiana, Penn State, LSU, Alabama. This is kind of a meh for me.
Citadel versus Ole Miss too.
Citadel, yeah, that's the SoCon Saturday in the SEC.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they got there. On the 15th, Texas, Georgia, OU, Alabama, South Carolina, A&M, Florida, Ole Miss. I think outside of Texas, Georgia, which is going to be the heavyweight of all heavyweight fights, I think you can just kind of relax and do a game-by-game basis this weekend.
Yeah, because Bama will suck by that point.
Maybe. And on the 22nd, you've got one game and it's Tennessee, Florida, and there's a chance that both teams have 2 losses. So that game could be meaningless. So that's one of those things where you just take the weekend off.
Don't you cut out Lincoln Riley.
Lincoln Riley.
If they got USC playing, USC Oregon might be a good game.
If USC is who's their quarterback they got there? It's not Miller Moss, is it?
It doesn't matter who they got. They got Lincoln Riley, and he's the quarterback guru.
That's right.
All he does is put quarterbacks in the NFL and then
losses on the schedule.
Yeah, puts 4 L's on the schedule because he hires a buddy as his defensive coordinator.
And there's your weekend.
Well done.
Thank you.
RJ Choppy with all the work, all the scheduling. Speaking of college football and family, Archie Wilson, this kid who got emotional. Archie.
Yeah, this is a Nebraska punter, Archie Wilson, and he was talking about family. He's from Australia, and you can hear this in the clip. So he was talking about family, and he got choked up at the podium.
Yeah, I love them a lot. Yeah, I got 2 little brothers and my mum and dad, and that's the tough part about being here. I love them a lot, and I miss them. But it's they know this is what's best for me, and it's good. I can still talk to them plenty over the phone, and they're coming here to see the first few games, so I'm looking forward to that.
Are you going to get sappy on this funny Friday?
Look, I am pro men crying. I was totally cool when Tim Tebow cried. Nobody misses their siblings that much, though, man.
I don't know. It's
I definitely didn't.
They're not the Aussies are not an emotional bunch. I don't typically feel like
they're criminals.
So wow, look at that
widespread statement.
Well, that was there was a. That's where the UK used to send their convicts to Australia.
Okay,
that was like that was where
history reference.
It's a history reference. Yes,
so Aussie trash.
Yes.
Let's let me have my walk off.
That's a good one.